you were the most popular driver in the series, well appreciated by the fans.
Yeah.
I imagine that was a good feeling.
Probably as good as any championship.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times you've won it. It's awesome,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It is awesome.
You would win a lot of races and win the most popular driver award multiple times. In my opinion, I mean, you ran a few more races after that, but that was kind of the bookend of your career, as in the stock cars. You'd be a champion in the truck series, and just as quickly as you won these championships and had all this success, it was over. The career at that level was over. Now we're going to talk about it. You go on to do a lot more with in racing beyond that point. This is a part of the show where I like to ask this question because it's as much for me as it is for the person sitting in that chair. But what was the process like, I suppose, in closing the door on racing at the truck O'Reilly or Cup level, right? You mentally, those doors are open. You're in a truck, you're winning races, and so mentally you're open to whatever opportunity might walk in the door. But at some point, you say, you know what, I'm ready. Like your dad, got up one day and said, I don't want to drive anymore. One day you said, you know what, I'm going to go home. I'm going to redirect my focus in racing to something else. What was that like? You're down here, you've established a foundation, you've got a shop, you're building cars, you're doing all these things.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I knew at that point in time that before the year was over, when we won the truck championship, I knew that team was closing. Mm-hmm. So wasn't a whole lot of opportunities. And I wasn't sure really what I wanted to do. I know Harvick called me once and asked about going over the truck. And I was interested in that. I really was. But then it was when we won the championship and then Bill Davis was closed, I called him. Well, he wanted me to leave with 4 or 5 races to go. And I said, dude, I can't do that. Not in the middle of running for a championship, and I'm running against his truck.
Yeah.
And so that I was actually kind of excited about that. But then when the year was done, he was like, well, no, you didn't want to do it. And I said, well, I did, but I just assumed you're going to wait till the end of the year, not during the middle of the year. Or not, I mean, there was only 4 races to go. And so at that point in time, I was like, I don't know, what is it, Red Horse Racing? They hired all of us from there to go try to win a championship. And, we build all the bodies, or Triad did there, but he came down there. And I thought that was going to be a really good situation. And then I think we were 6th in points. The teammate was 21st, somewhere in that area. And I think he started to see how expensive this is to run for a championship. Because it is. Running to win races or running for a championship, they are two different budgets.
Yes, sir.
And I think he saw that, thought that this is not going to work. So he was basically saying, you need to build trucks like the other team. And I go, well, hold it, we're 6 in points or back. I said, that's going backwards. And I've always been very vocal about moving backwards. I'm going to say something. I'm not just going to sit there and, okay, this will be fine. Well, then he fired all of us. So I thought, okay. I go, you know what? That was actually better than the road we were going to go down. And at that point in time, I said, you know what? If a great opportunity come along, I'll do it. If not, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
So I didn't really dwell on it. I mean, I felt like I for sure could go in there and be competitive. I knew that.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anything to prove to anybody, so I didn't care. I was like, well, I'll just do something else. And that was still just, building race cars and still racing. I mean, I still raced. It just not at that level.
Yeah.